This is Chie Satonaka, and you're listening to the Giant Sword Podcast. You better eat more meat.
Hello and welcome to this week's Giant Sword Podcast. I'm your party leader, Nick Lynn. Party leader, Nick Lynn. To my side are my noble and hairy are Taylor Hoyt. Cheers. Maddie Lynn.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good?
Good.
Good. I have no idea why I keep pointing at the camera, but that's becoming a thing, I guess.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Yeah. It's been a very busy weekend.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be a very busy weekend next weekend as well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if we'll be busy. We'll just be doing, yeah, I guess busy.
It's going to be busy.
Busy works.
It's going to be a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There will probably definitely not be a live podcast next week because we will be at PSX.
That is true.
Oh, yeah, we'll still be at PSX.
Yes, this whole crew will be at PSX.
Everyone. Yeah. We might record a episode, but we won't.
Want to do a live thing?
What?
A live thing? Just bring our phone.
Do the IRL version
IRL,
of Twitch and just have it on our phone.
Hey guys, yeah.
That was great, Nick.
Yeah, great commentary.
Great.
Great commentary.
The best.
But yeah, yesterday was my birthday and we did a little murder mystery party.
That was
A
fun.
lot of fun.
Oh, man, yes.
And I tried to pick roles that were appropriate for everybody. So Nick was the villain, obviously.
Of course, obviously.
And Maddie was the director.
The Eric winning director.
I was like the nicest guy who got blamed for everything. That's what my character
Blame
was.
Nat.
Well, see, Nick didn't play his character. You're supposed to be a bad guy.
No, was it?
No, he's supposed to be a good actor.
I'm supposed to be a nice guy, and I didn't do
okay.
anything wrong.
Oh, okay.
And Mel panned him, and in panning him, panned my movie, and I'm mad at her. You know, she was the only one who guessed the murder.
But you won an award for best.
I did. Best director.
Yeah. And
One of my goals was everyone had to know about my genius.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So that's why I was like, everyone I was talking to, I was like, man, you know, everybody else sucked, but I was doing real good. I think I told you that at one point.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, then be my director. Okay, sure.
Yeah, okay.
But how would you,
How do I know I fulfilled that goal?
Exactly.
I just assume I did because I
Yeah,
talked to
some of them were a
everybody
little
about
vague
it.
or whatever, but I think the best part was at the end when we had our amazing performance for Death on the Gambia.
Death on the Gambia.
And apparently I won Best Actor, and I feel like everybody was just being nice because it was my birthday.
No,
but
no, no,
whatever.
No, it's because
You had your alone scene in your room. You're just like, I thought this was a fake murder mystery party. Now it's real.
yeah, you were totally ad-libbing
You were
like
so
crazy.
good.
Oh, okay. Because I voted for Josh. Josh was making me crack up like crazy, dude. He was so funny.
See, yeah, my character couldn't vote for Josh because we were rival directors.
And I didn't vote for anyone, but it was just funny because I just liked Matt. He was like,
Oh, the kangaroo! Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was Rocky with a kangaroo, basically.
I have all three of them recorded.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super funny.
yeah. All right, so let's get into
JRPG
gaming,
podcast.
gaming, and
Video
news.
games, yes. So there was actually some bits of news, but basically today's episode will be a lot of predictions and stuff for PSX and Game Awards, and
Because we're all going there.
we're all going. But then Nick has a game he wants to talk about that everybody's been talking about in their Discord, and I think it's obviously the last JRPG of the year, so we got to talk about it.
Gotta talk about it.
I put this piece of news at the top because I thought this would never happen. But the first bit of news is they had what do they call it? An active time report for Final Fantasy 15, which is like their regular. I'm having a crazy arm spasm right now. So Final Fantasy 15 in their December update is going to add character swapping. Now, for those who have not followed the 10-year odyssey that it has been Versus 13 in Final Fantasy 15, in one of the first bits of gameplay footage in an old Versus trailer, you could swap between the characters. And everybody's like, yeah, this is awesome. You can like shoot guys with Prompto and whatever. And then when 15 came out, obviously that was not in there, and everybody was pretty disappointed. So it's really cool now that each character will have their own individual DLC. They've fleshed out how each character plays. Now they'll put that back into the main game, so you can go back and play through the story.
I wonder if it's going to make the game extremely easy now.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're going to balance that. Like if certain characters are overpowered or whatever. But
I'm just glad you're able to, combine, because it's like, wow, this character is extremely useless. He doesn't do anything. Can you control?
What?
I know it's a spoiler, so I really can't say that.
Oh, okay. Well, I have fun. There's like I had fun using, like, you know, in Final Fantasy, using your character was doing the special moves. And I had fun using Prompto a lot. Cause,
the team-up moves?
Yeah, the team-up moves. So it was just like, Ignis would always, like, do weakness things. Prompto would shoot just a bunch of people. And then Gladio was, like, a good single-target pound.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I had fun using those in the right situations. But actually being able to switch between them, it's just like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, because I thought the original system was fine to begin with. Because I wasn't following it for the 10 hour.
Oh, I wish it was 10 hours.
Yeah, jeez.
The 10 hour. I said it again. 10
year
process that was Final Fantasy 13 versus to Final Fantasy 15. But it sounds cool.
Yeah.
I just wonder how it's going to work now, because Gladio has the big two-handed sword, but Noctis was able to also have the two-handed sword. So is just Noctis's abilities going to be useless?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I feel like now Gladio is the least interesting of all the different characters, because they showed a trailer of like everybody's special ability, and like Prompto looks like the most fun. He's like a machine gun. He's got like a bazooka and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Okay, Prompto.
So pretty much they're creating the game that should have been created already.
Yeah. Oh, and then also another piece of news: they're adding an episode Arden in 2018.
Oh, man.
So there's essentially going to be a second season pass worth of like these little DLC episodes. So I was joking with Nick, and I put a tweet out about this earlier in the week, but I was saying, they're basically just, like you said, they're basically just doing Versus 13. All they need to do now is add the invasion of Insomnia. And I'm like, wait a minute. That was in the movie. As when you're playing as Nick, or Nyx is like the main, you know, the character. I'm like, why not just make that playable? That'd be awesome. That's how they like just DLC. It's like a prequel DLC thing where you're playing as Nyx. That would be super cool.
So they're creating the game they should have created to begin with.
Yep.
Which would be awesome. I think it's gonna be Arden, and then there's gonna be a Luna DLC.
And then
we're actually gonna learn about Luna.
I know. Finally.
Iris.
Oh yes.
Yes.
What? Demon Slayer Iris.
Demon Slayer
or Chocobo Rider Iris.
No. Demon Slayer Iris.
It's actually Iris, guys.
Iris,
my bad. Also the mercenary chick.
Oh, Aranea?
Yeah.
With the armor?
Yeah. The one that comes out of nowhere with a lance and just tries to
You know what's really funny about her is there's a hack where you can get her in your party permanently.
Okay.
And I did that. It was really funny. So there's like a certain sequence where like you're fighting monsters and then she'll randomly just appear down to help you. But then if you immediately teleport back somewhere, she's just stuck in your party. So then I just kept playing like, oh great, now I have 5 characters. This is awesome.
Okay.
But she's like extremely underleveled and you can't like upgrade her or anything like that. So
is she in the main menu?
Is she in the main menu screen just chilling?
I don't know. I forget. I totally forget.
But she's also just like
But yeah. I'm excited to learn more about Arden. And then we were all talking before the podcast too, like just makes me more excited to play the ultimate version of
the
15.
Super Ultimate Mega Legendary Edition.
What comes out in 2019?
Yeah. No, you're probably right.
Well, at least by that time, maybe you won't be pestered by a bunch of Final Fantasy apps on YouTube.
No, they're gonna create the sequel to that game, and we're just gonna get a whole new.
There is a Game of Thrones one that was exactly like the one where you drag armor onto the dude.
Oh,
and I was like, are you serious?
Is it the same? Is it the same?
I don't know. All I know is just like it was another dude standing there with like not even Game of Thrones music. Like maybe it was. I don't know. I don't follow Game of Thrones that well. But it's just like that dude, and you just drag the armor on. He puts the armor on, and it's just like Game of Thrones Conquest. I'm just like, okay, great.
Cool. They have the money-making machine on lockdown.
They do.
Yeah, it's like get a popular IP, sell the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Profit.
And what do you get?
Yeah. I could say that, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. All right, so that's that. Excited for more 15. I definitely want to go back and replay it when everything's done on PS4 Pro. That'd be cool.
PS4 Pro.
Next bit of news. This has been long fabled, rumored, but now it became true in a leak. So if I read this right, this was leaked to a fan on accident. Ooh. But apparently EA sent somebody their complete PR plan for their 2 indie games. I forget what one of them is this game where you're like escaping jail or whatever.
Oh yeah,
brother. I forget what that game's called.
There's someone named Dogi Crush Walls.
No.
What?
No.
That was for Kathleen. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, no. It's this like prison escape game. It was made by the same team that made Brothers and Tale of Two Sons. So it's a co-op game, and then
one of the guys looks like Geddy Lee.
Right. Yep.
Really?
And then they have another game called like it's spelled Fe, and it's like you're like a fairy jumping around. It reminded me of
Ori.
Xbox. Yeah, of Ori. Thank you. I was like, oh god, I can't remember the name of that game. Yeah, it reminds me of Ori. So, but the point is, they said, oh, blah 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 blah, announced for Switch in the January Nintendo Direct. So there is a January Nintendo Direct, as we all thought there would be.
Was that what we were talking about last night? Games that would be at that Direct, or was it games that would be at the PSX when we were recommending a bunch of Nintendo games?
PSX and Game Awards, because there's going to be
Awards,
announcements at Game Awards, but that's later on in the podcast.
Right, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, but now that thing is real, I feel like here's what they will talk about that January Direct. They'll talk about that Yoshi game, that Kirby game, more Octopath Traveler. I think Octopath Traveler is closer than we think. I feel like that's an April game. I know that game's like not too far off.
To be like in January, it's like this is coming out right now.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Damn it! Damn you, Nintendo.
We have enough JRPGs to play. Stop.
Yep. My hope is that they open it with it's like a cutscene, you don't know what it is, and then it shows gameplay. I'm like, oh, it's the new Fire Emblem. Okay. Because they did that with one Direct. It was like these samurais fighting knights. I'm like, what is this? And then it cuts to gameplay, and it's like it was Fire Emblem Fates. I'm like, oh, okay, random. So
I mean, you could tell obviously when it's a Fire Emblem game from that unique style.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that style though. It was like this weird painting style. It didn't look like Fire Emblem, so it was really hard to tell. I'm like, is this like a Dynasty Warriors game? Like, what is this? But then as soon as they showed the blue haired girl Azura and she was dancing, I'm like, oh, this is Fire Emblem. But yeah, it was.
Oh, it's Fire Emblem.
I'm hoping they show gameplay, and that's when they announce that for real, or they show something.
So what they're going to show Smash Brothers DX.
Yeah, Smash. Yeah,
Star Fox Zero DX.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think they're just gonna let that game die.
No, they spent so much money on that. They're gonna get rid of the dumb cockpit view that you had to go all this before.
Yeah,
they're gonna make it like a normal Star Fox.
They're gonna announce Bayonetta 3 for Switch. Maybe. Yeah, Platinum's not working on much these days.
With their game canceled on the Xbox.
Yeah, they're working on. So you know that game Grand Blue Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So this got announced like a few years ago at TGS, but they're working on some like action RPG based on Grand Blue Fantasy. So who knows?
And it looked awesome. Didn't it?
It looked amazing.
Really good.
And then they just haven't talked about it since. So I wonder.
Was the Grand Blue Fantasy, was that a mobile game?
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this game that we're talking about is the one that we're excited for.
It's like a PS4 like action RPG.
Yeah.
It looks super cool. So there's that. We'll see what happens. Give it another month or two, and we'll know everything.
Yeah.
The rest of these are kind of smaller announcements, but they were there, so thought we'd mention them. So Xseed kept teasing this stream, and we're like, oh, it's on the 30th at 3:30. So obviously it's something about Cold Steel 3.
It's on the 30th because of 30 at 3:30, 333.
And it was a new Zwei game.
It's not a new Zwei game. It's the first Zwei. It's the first one.
Oh, okay.
It's getting localized.
Yeah. And it's coming out this year, apparently. Or this winter, and I don't know what that means, if that's January or...
That's January, February, or this month, I mean.
So that means Crossbell is not behind. It's going to come out in March.
There you go.
Calling it.
Crossbell in March, okay.
Yeah, they're like, hey, here's a stealth job. Yeah, we've been, doing this for a while.
That'd be nice.
We've been translating this.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
Would be nice. Oh, there you go. Now you need to update that computer.
Remind me tomorrow.
Yeah, we were gonna start the stream earlier, but then Nick's computer randomly decided to do
an
update, so we had to wait longer. Yeah. But anyway, this seemed like a no-brainer, but like Atlas was like officially saying that SMT5 is coming to the West for Switch, which
yes,
like they've all been
obviously
yeah, but there was no new information other than it's coming. I'm like, okay, great.
Are you gonna play this one, or is this gonna be the first Shin Megami Tensei game that you want?
No, probably not. Unless
I don't play JRPGs. What do you think this is?
This is like it's like a pure dungeon crawler though. So unless it's got either a cool style or a cool story, maybe. Because my problem with those games is they've been stuck on the 3DS. SMT3. I don't know if 3 was on there, but I know 4 and 4 Apocalypse were on 3DS, and they're good apparently. But I don't know.
It's not
Maddie,
anything.
any
Maybe.
thoughts? Okay.
I might play it just
Maybe.
to try it
Why not?
and say I've played Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Oh, I played Shin Megami Tensei. I'm a true Persona fan.
No, regardless, I'm a true Persona fan. So
Yeah, her wall's essentially being red with P5 stuff. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
Just P5 though.
yeah, you could just take a look at that art. That's
she's
right
a
there.
2017er.
What?
Okay.
What the hell does that even
You
mean?
don't know?
That's she just became a fan in 2017. She wasn't like a fan back in 2006.
Okay.
Okay,
2017er.
I'm a 2015er actually.
That means that she's a nub.
Okay.
She's like a bandwagoner. That's the joke.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. And then this is just a reminder because I know a lot of people in the Discord, we've been talking about this a lot, but there is going to be a Monster Hunter World beta from December 9th through the 12th. And I don't know if that's exclusive to PlayStation 4. So, check your local Xbox listings for details. But I know it's coming to PlayStation. So if you have PS Plus, it'll be on there. It's open. You don't have to pray and hope that you get the beta.
Yeah, too bad we're not going to see it.
Yeah, like we're going to be at PSX that whole
well,
weekend.
we might see it at PSX.
Yeah, we might play it at PSX, but we won't get to play with everybody. Except maybe on that on Monday night, the 11th, or something. That might be the only time, depending on when we want to leave.
Are you guys excited? No, I know you. Like, what are you guys excited for? What is Maddie
Are
excited
we going
for?
into what we're excited for PSX?
No, I just want you to know what you're excited for Monster Hunter.
Oh, for Monster Hunter. Got it. Okay. Raiding with people.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking forward to having a group of friends to play with, which is why I play silly PC games.
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
She plays PC games. What a nub.
And wow.
Everyone's mad at her. She's like yelling at her. It's like, stop playing these games. I feel bad for her. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't stop you from busting into my room and saying,
I was the messenger. You don't shoot the messenger.
I will shoot the messenger if the messenger's you.
I was just the messenger.
Why doesn't he say it to me?
He did, didn't he?
No.
I don't know. Go.
Anyway.
Continue.
Yeah, no. In the beta, I'm kind of excited to just try out weapons and see which one I like. In my head, I have a couple that I want to try, and I think that I'll like. But I think the way this new Monster Hunter works is that you have like a select few weapons and armor sets, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna fight this monster, but he breathes fire, so let's get our armor resistant gear and a weapon that will be strong against whoever this monster is. So I think you'll probably have to be good at a couple weapons, basically.
Is there such thing as class in this game, or is it
No.
just what weapon you have?
Yeah, no, there's no classes. There's no healer, DPS, or tank. Everybody just does everything.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, it's all about preparation. So you have to
make
cook,
make
build
the right
traps,
food.
and all that stuff. So it's all about planning, is what it is. So like, for
I
example,
got you then.
yeah, that's all it is. So like, we have to get the lay of the land, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna draw him out. You guys lay traps here. He'll get stuck, and then we start wailing on him, and then that's like that kind of thing. The environment is pretty heavily involved. Like there's like vines and things that they can get stuck in. You can drop stuff on them. So yeah, we have to really figure that stuff out, plan it out. It's all about preparation in this game, it seems like.
Okay.
So here is the big question.
Okay.
Are you worried that the beta is going to ruin the game for you?
How
You're
so?
going to play it, and you're
He's
going to be
not
like,
gonna like it.
and you're going to be like, oh, this game's not that good actually.
Possibly, because I feel like this is a game where you need a good like 5 to 10 hours maybe to get your like bearings straight, because it's gonna be one of those games where like, okay, well, I can take a monster down and get used to it, but like to really figure out, like I said, planning and how you're gonna tackle bigger monsters and stuff like that, I think you just need more time to figure that out, especially depending on your group that you play with. Like to get everybody's play style down, I just think it's gonna take some time. So it could be like, well, I don't know what I think of that beta, but then you play the full game, like, okay, now I have the full experience.
So regardless of what you think of the beta, you're still gonna get the game.
Yeah, like, and I can't, because I feel like I already know what the game's going to be like, unless I just can't picture me not wanting to pick it up.
I can.
Oh, okay.
Nick can picture everything. Though.
Oh, so now I'm definitely going to pick it up. So Nick's using his reverse psychology on
The
me.
reverse psychology strikes again.
I could see you picking it up, playing the game, and you'd be like something like in your mind, something's gonna flash back, and you'd be like remembering you playing like Monster Hunter on like the PSP or something like that, and you're like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then you're not gonna play the game anymore.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't play by myself. That's for sure. Like, this is like a game where it's like, all right, it's Saturday night, hunt time. Let's get on and we'll go hunt. It's like, all right, who needs drops from this guy? All right. My big question is, maybe you guys know the answer to this. Can you trade items?
Oh my god, you better be able to.
Like, for example, like we beat a T-Rex or whatever. I don't know any of the guy's names. So we beat him, and like I get certain drops, and maybe you don't. And you're like, oh, I need like 2 more leathers to build my armor set, and I can just give you 2 leathers. I mean, I don't know if that's how the game works. So if there's anybody listening live that knows, let us know. Otherwise, you can post in the Discord later.
I'm just gonna say hi to CJ. What's up, CJ?
Hi, CJ.
Did they just post?
They just said hey.
Oh, what's up, ma'am? How you doing? But yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those games where in my head I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna use this weapon, and then I might find one that's really fun to play as. I'm like, oh, I gotta switch. I gotta try a different weapon.
Good.
But,
I am not going to play this game
because you're gonna be playing.
because I'm gonna be
Dragon
playing
Ball
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yep,
Z.
Fighters.
Z.
it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
We each are gonna have our game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It'll be good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
It'll be good.
I'm gonna be playing, maybe still finishing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Definitely gonna be playing some Lost Sphere.
Lost Sphere. That's a game that
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Lost Sphere is a game that's gonna get lost in the shuffle. Sadly.
It's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Wait,
What?
Ni no Kuni comes out the same day.
We still don't know.
No, but it does, right? Like right now.
Ni no Kuni comes out January 19th.
All right, so it comes out a week before.
Oh.
But I still think that game's getting delayed.
Still think?
Well, because here's the thing. When they released a couple new trailers, or they released a new trailer lately, and it didn't have a date on it. It just says, coming out 2018, and then in the description, same thing. It doesn't have a release date. So
Probably gonna figure it out.
by PSX,
By
PSX, if they don't have like a change date, like I'd be shocked.
If it's not even there, then something's up.
Dude, I still don't think Bandai Namco's going, which is really weird.
That is
Really?
very weird.
So according to the list of exhibitors on the PlayStation blog, them and Square Enix are both not going to be there, which doesn't make sense because they both have a ton of games coming out really soon.
No cookies.
No.
No fucking cookies.
No cookies.
No.
So, Holy Ajora, is that a Final Fantasy Tactics a name?
Maybe, possibly.
Because Saint Ajora?
Mm-hmm. Do they have a question? Or they just
No, they did. I just saw that, and I'm like, oh, they said that 3 was for the PS2. Not sure about the first 2.
Oh, okay. Probably some Japan-only game, because I don't even know if they ever came over, those first 2.
Probably not. Or maybe they were remade for, like, the handhelds.
Yeah, that could be.
Could be. Could be.
So speaking of Xenoblade 2,
No.
we...
No. Nick.
Our
Wake up.
Discord has been all the rage with Xenoblade 2. Like, we have a separate, like, off chat about it. We all have been talking about it. Everybody's excited about it or not excited about it. The reviews have been pretty solid. I think it's right now it's sitting at an 86.
No,
Metacritic.
it is the worst thing ever because there's too much boobs.
Yeah, can't have too many boobs.
Boobs are bad, apparently, to a lot of people.
That's true. Boobs are bad.
Right, Maddie? Boobs are bad.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Waldo. Battaglia.
I don't know. It's a game.
It's again. How many?
Is that all you got to say about it?
So to be clear, I in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy Xenoblade because my birthday is this weekend, and maybe somebody will buy it for me, but nobody did. So Nick is the only one that's played it. So
I
Nick,
played a ton of it.
So how many hours have you put in?
I don't know. Maybe more than 10.
More than 10. Okay.
I just got the chapter 3.
Okay. So that gives you a good ballpark. More than 10 on chapter 3.
Yep.
So you also just beat the original Xenoblade leading up to this, right?
I finished it the day before it came out.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So
I was like, beat it. I'm like, finally it's gone.
finally it's gone.
No, finally it's done.
Oh, it's done.
Finally it's done.
Finally it's out of my life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, did you have a Frodo moment from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Now at
It's over.
Now at the sail away. This is the last podcast. I'm actually going away, guys, on a boat. with
okay.
the
Going to
elves.
the Undying Lands.
Yeah, I'm going to the Undying Lands.
Don't. No, it's okay. Go.
So how is it?
Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Sometimes the voice acting is kind of iffy,
Okay.
and there's definitely the Japanese voice track. I tried it, but there's a lot of banter like during battles and like after battles. They like they quip, and that's not subbed at all.
Oh, okay.
So-
wait, so it's a Wait.
That part, those things aren't subbed at all.
Right.
The only
Is it-
talking is subbed.
Subbed. Oh, okay, but they're still speaking in English.
No.
No?
If you put in the Japanese voices,
Oh, well, did you put the Japanese voices in?
I tried them.
Okay.
But he's saying, so normally like the story dialogue is there, but when they're equipping in the middle of battle and stuff like that, like,
You know,
oh
like-
yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Like that
but
stuff.
I'm saying, I thought you were just playing the English version.
I am
so-
playing the English version because of
Okay.
that. Because I want to hear everyone talking. Because they always they say silly things here and there. The best one, you're going to love this. I just started hearing this a lot. It's like, yeah, guys, we're going to beat them with the power of friendship. And I'm
No.
like, yes.
No, they actually say
God.
those
He
words.
actually says it.
Wow.
That's what
Let's
Rex
go.
says. That's what Rex says sometimes. I'm like,
Power of
yes.
friendship.
That is a trope, and I love it.
There's the power of friendship right
Yeah,
there.
the power of friendship.
That is all of the friendships.
And that's whenever Maddie ever hears that, she just starts laughing.
I laugh. It's not like I hate the trope. I just laugh. I'm just like, yeah,
No,
power of friendship.
I saw that and I just started laughing. I was like, wait, I haven't heard that before.
That's funny.
It's like, all right, guys, we'll beat him with the power of friendship. I'm like, let's go, Rex. All right. Okay.
So I remember when I initially heard Rex's English voice, I was a little annoying. Does he get annoying, or is it just it's fine?
Like, what do you mean, like annoying?
Like Rex as a character is annoying.
No, he's not annoying at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, his voice is very. I don't know what accent do they have.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, it's like Irish or Scottish or something.
Pyra doesn't even have an accent.
She's a robot.
Is she a robot?
She's a blade.
She's a blade, but I don't know what she is because there's some tension in the campfire scene.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was like,
Whoa.
whoa, a blade and a driver, that's forbidden.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah. Another thing that I've noticed, I've played both on the TV and the handheld, but the game has awful or none at all anti-aliasing. Like,
Oh, so there's lots of jaggies.
there's jaggies everywhere, especially in cities. Like, there's sometimes, like, it's like whenever it gets into like a crowded area, the resolution like shrinks or something like that, and then jaggies go crazy, and the character models look like they're from like a PS2 game, and I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
That's interesting.
And like the frame rate's never not constant, so I'm like, this game needed to cook in the oven a little longer.
So do you think they're gonna patch it maybe with like a performance patch or something?
I don't know. I don't know what Nintendo's doing.
They did that with Zelda. I remember Zelda had similar problems too. Like there were a lot of areas, like especially like in forested areas, where the frame rate was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some still aren't fixed. Like there's this one. I don't want to give it away since you guys haven't played it, but there's this one area. It's just like a deep forest, and it just chugs like crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't run into any chugging. It's mostly in cities that I'm like, I go upstairs and I see like a Titan in the background, and it's like you feel it go to like the 20 frames per second, and then it goes back up, and I'm like, oh, well, there's a chug. Because we're used to like, you know, playing Persona 5 and Tales, and they're always
All
like
smooth,
they're all like
yeah.
60 frames per second, unless it's Tales.
Persona isn't.
Yeah, but that Persona
Persona
60.
5? No, it's 30.
Is it 30?
It's
I know.
just really, it's like a rock solid.
It's
30.
just always
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, maybe like 40 or something, but I don't think it's 60.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
So let's go to the battle. Like, so I played. I'm all Xenoblade crazy right now
Yeah.
because I played 1, 2 instantly, and Xenoblade 1's battle system is so much faster compared to like 2's.
Okay. How so?
It just you attack faster. You do like you have all your arts are like you're able to use them unless there's like a special requirement for them, like on the way, and you have like 12 of them all at once, or I think 12. I don't know, a lot more. And 2, you have like 4 or 3, and then you have one special one. I don't know if that changes, but it's interesting. But you could switch blades. That's the new thing here is blades. And those are your weapons, and each has a certain element to it, and certain this certain item. Like I found one. I mean, they're so easy. They create a bunch of common ones, and they're all like low levels because it's all random. And one of my favorite weapons to use is actually like these like laser knuckles.
Okay.
And then he like punches and stuff, and he punches really fast, and they have a really cool ability where they just punch like uppercut and they knock him down. It's like sweet, because all the other abilities that I've used don't have like a knockdown ability. I'm trying to find a topple. Teach me how to topple, people.
I think you need some heavy weapons or something, maybe.
I don't know. It's interesting. The game, I like the game. It's fun. There's so much to frickin' do.
That's what I heard. There's a lot of side quests and.
The side quests
Are they better?
They're all right. They're not like in Xenoblade 1 where you talk to like one guy and he gives you like five quests, just like kill 4 of these guys, find 3 of these things. But I've ran into twice already where I'm doing like a simple side quest. I finish it and then I talk to him again. It's like, oh, well, now you need to do this thing. I'm like, oh God, do that thing. Talk to him again. Oh man, look what happened. My stove got destroyed. And you're like, shit. And you just got to keep doing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember I had to take. It took like 30 minutes just to find this like confused ivy. I'm like, where the hell is it? I found one spot that always spawned it, but I had to like wait for it to respawn like 4 times. It was annoying. So I just ground for a while.
Okay.
I made one of my common blades affinity all the way up to A. I'm like, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, but they're common, so it's who cares? It's like they're like a 1-1, while Pyra is like a 12-12.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing
that's
magic
magic thing. Yeah, for people who don't Magic the Gathering.
Okay, a 12-12 holographic.
There you go.
Planeswalker.
Boom.
There you go. That's the comparison.
So I was watching some reviews and they were saying there's like these bonding moments kind of once you.
I found one, and they had them in Xenoblade 1, and those weren't voiced at all, and they were like they just talked, and it's like, oh, cute. You have to pick things, and depending on what you pick depends on like how much affinity you get. I did one. I just found one in this story in this boat, and they're talking about like technology and stuff. And it's like, okay, get a little backstory. Haven't gone like really into. I haven't found any good ones yet.
That was with Pyra?
No, it was with everyone actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think Pyra was there. Yeah, it was Nia, Poppy, and Toro.
So in my head, as I'm thinking about this game and I understand how the systems work, like later, like the end game where I feel like my whole thing is I'm just going to want to hunt for rare blades. Like, have you been able to get any quests for that, or are you just not far enough along to where that's a thing?
I don't know where you get your rare blades. Maddie, give me my Switch.
Oh.
There's like rare. Oh, this is really confusing. All right. So let's do this right now. Let's turn that down. But there are like different types of blades.
Okay.
So they're manage my blades. So like those are the rare, like super rare ones. You could look at their rarity right there on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And those are like the common ones, right? They all look like the same. They all
Great
look very
podcast
similar.
material, guys.
No, I'm talking about it. They could hear me talk about it. But there's a blade list, which is like all the
so they're like
super
grayed out.
rare ones. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what those are. I haven't found any of those.
Okay. Yeah, I think those must be quests, or they're like story things. But so you're about 10 hours in. So a lot of I would say the majority of the reviews I was listening to said it's about a 70-hour game.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, that was their playtime when they saw the credits.
Yeah. So in Xenoblade 1, there is a city that's like it's pretty rundown, and you could rebuild it. Apparently, you could do like you could level it up pretty much. You rebuild it and level it up. It seems like you could do that in like every town now.
That's what I've heard. If you buy one of every item in certain item shops, then you can buy the deed to the town or something and level it up. Which seems, it just seems deep. It seems like there's a ton of systems in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of systems. I still don't know how the battle system works. I think I just finally figured out how to get blade combos working.
Oh, geez.
And I think I learned that they taught me how to do that at the beginning of the game. And I was like, I don't get how this works. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Now I get how to do it. And there's so many things to level up. There's like affinity, there's your abilities, and
Focus.
then it's a lot of stuff. But
if Nick is having trouble with something, I'm definitely gonna have trouble with something.
Yeah, when I was playing this, and I was like, does this seem like a Taylor game? And this is not me doing reverse psychology on you. And I'm like, this is actually pretty slow, and I don't know if he would like it. The only he might like it, but I think the saving grace will be the waifus, the girls. if you're really into that.
So you're thinking the combat's too slow?
I enjoy the combat. It's fun. It's just it might be it's slower than 1. You've played 1 before, right? You've messed with it at all?
Nope, never touched it. I
It
played
is-
2 though.
Yeah.
But X.
X. I don't know. I haven't played X, so I don't know if the comparison. So if you guys could tell me the comparison compared to 2 if you played both.
Yeah, X. So I've seen the menu bar in 2 where it's like the 3 diamonds and then the right is like your super. X, I think X is a lot like 1 where it's like an MMO bar where you just have like a crap ton of abilities. It's like, all right, machine gun, missile, super move, your laser sword. Like, you just have a ton of abilities. So I think, and there's not like a complex system of like toppling and all that stuff. It was just pretty straightforward. So.
Yes, I don't think you'll ever be able to complete Xenoblade for like a completionist, as CJ said. It is a nightmare for a completionist.
Well,
because there's so much crap to do, and there's gathering spots, and then there's salvaging spots, and they both do 2 different things. And you need to salvage for certain things, and then you need to rummage for certain things, and then you got this search for like secret areas. But you can only get in these secret areas if like you have the certain blades that have these certain abilities that are a certain level, and you're like, jeez. Like, I went in that boat that I was in, I found a door that I needed, like, a focus level 2 and a strength level, strength level 2 and, like, focus level, well, I think they're both level 2, actually. And I had the strength level 2, but I didn't have the focus level 1. I couldn't open the door, and I was like, dang it! How do I level this up? And it was bugging me the entire time. And I'm like, oh, I could just revisit it anyway.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a lot farther than me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy the game, and then you're going to tell me how to play it.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll be able to explain everything.
We'll be playing it at PSX. We'll be playing a Nintendo game at PSX.
I will say this, too. If you're going to PSX and you're going to the Easy Allies meetup, bring your Switch. We will destroy you.
And Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart.
All 3 of us.
All 3.
Except me, because I'm like the worst of us. But Maddie and Nick will destroy you.
200cc?
Yeah.
Dude, with my new card, I'm going to destroy on 200cc. It's like made for 200cc.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Tonight I'll get home and I'll destroy you all.
All right.
All right.
You're going to be like, oh my God, Taylor's like really good at 200cc.
But Xenoblade.
But Xenoblade.
Screw that.
I'll play that so much today.
I really need to beat Chrono Trigger. So update, haven't touched Chrono Trigger all week.
You've been very busy with work and your birthday.
My birthday, and I've also been sick. So I haven't.
Yeah, you've been out of commission.
Yeah.
And look at Maddie. She hasn't played anything. She's been playing dumb PC games.
Also busy with work and school.
Yep.
Yes.
That is also true.
It's before Christmas break.
Before Christmas break and finals are coming and all the last minute projects are being told, and I'm just like, I don't want to write 3 essays. You're gonna make me write 3 essays? Okay. And then I reward myself with anime instead of playing games. So
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna disconnect your internet to get everything done.
There you go.
I got everything done. I rewarded myself with anime instead of playing games.
Oh, real quick. This is tangentially related to games, but did you see the latest MMO Junkie episode?
Yes.
Is that the last one?
No.
No,
Okay.
it can't be because it left on a cliffhanger.
It's not. It goes to 10 episodes, which I still am like, how are they going to close this out
Oh
in
my gosh.
one more episode?
They're going to do the classic anime, and they're going to ruin it with the ending.
No. I don't think they are. It's a manga that's still being written. So there's going to be a break. There's going to be a season 2. There's so much more they can do. But I hope what they're building towards happens.
That's
Me
what
too.
Interview with Monster Girl said. Pew, pew. That's what my youth chemical romance, my youth romantic comedy said. Pew.
That's what Gamer said.
Yeah.
Pew.
Yeah.
That's what Shuffle said.
That's what. Please tell me, Galko-chan said. Pew.
That's what. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. We're just looking at my manga. Yeah.
So we have been teetering around PSX and Game Awards and stuff like that, but we'll be there. And so you had said that presentation thing on Friday is an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half. Yeah. It starts at 8 and it goes until 9:30.
That's pretty interesting.
That's where I read online.
Okay.
From a PlayStation thing. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So they said it's not going to be this big blowout like Paris Games Week or E3 was, but there's still going to be stuff there. So I think we're going to I don't know if predictions is the right word, but we're going to
hopes and dreams.
Yeah, maybe some hopes and dreams. Let's not get too crazy. We're not going to see Final Fantasy VII Remake or Devil May Cry 5 or anything, but
you don't know.
Or do we?
We don't.
We won't. It's not gonna be there. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be like pretty basic stuff. They'll have like updates to games. It's gonna be like a new Street Fighter character or like a new Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite character or something like that. So
Okay, there it is.
all right, Nick's pulling up the blog.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. There's a question. Where will PlayStation Presents be located and what time? PlayStation Presents will be held at the Anaheim Convention Center Arena on Friday,
It's just there.
December 8th at 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
Okay, so it's an hour and a half. There's gonna be a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But then I thought I read somewhere that like Greg Miller was gonna like interview people at that or something like that. So that might be part of it.
That might be something. Yeah.
Like, I like Greg and all that, but like that kind of stinks. Like I want to just have game updates,
Yep,
trailers and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what are our realistic expectations? What do we think that thing is going to be?
I think there's going to be a lot of announcements at the Game Awards.
I'm not sure what to think of the Game Awards because they've been doing like these announcement things, and they're like, we're gonna reveal a new map for PUBG at the Game Awards, and like, I don't care. And then they're like, we're gonna reveal new items in the new loot crate for January. I'm like, don't care, like stuff like that. So I'm like, if that's what that show's gonna be, I'm like,
we're going to be eating a bunch of chicken wings, and
Yeah.
we're going to be watching it, and then getting all bored and playing. Probably going to start playing Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
yeah,
in the middle of it.
exactly. But I believe there's gonna be some live performance of a Persona 5 song. Maybe we'll see.
Oh damn. Yes. We still
Now-
haven't fully listened to that thing I sent you, and I want to fully listen to it because Taylor didn't hear it.
Well, you fully listened to it in plenty of times, so
What?
who cares?
I'm saying at the podcast, I want to show Taylor that song.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So here is my one big theory, and I have some evidence to back this up.
Okay.
Okay,
So I
sure.
think there will be something Bloodborne related at PSX, and here's why. This could be total coincidence, which it very well may be, but this also could be some weird viral marketing thing to get people starting to talk about Bloodborne again. But recently, there's been a lot of like things happening in the Bloodborne community. So at PSX 2 years ago, they showed off the Chalice dungeons, which are like the randomly generated dungeons in that game. And there was this boss where it had like two like scythes for hand, and one was fire and one was like tar, and it shows the player killing it. But apparently nobody found that ever somehow, or at least nobody talked about it. And supposedly somebody had just found that enemy for the first time like a few weeks ago or like a week ago. And then also people started digging into it, and they're like finding all these unused enemies and stuff that like aren't in the game anywhere. So I'm like, why are people just now randomly finding all this Bloodborne stuff? Are we getting a Bloodborne 2?
Nope.
Are we getting an expansion?
Nope.
Are we getting an animated series?
Nope. We're getting nothing.
Are we getting Bloodborne and PlayStation All-Stars?
Yes.
The Hunter and PlayStation All-Stars too?
That is what's happening. They're announcing PlayStation
No.
All-Stars Battle Royale 2. It's going to be... And they're going to show Alloy, and then they're going to show a Hunter, and Crash Bandicoot, and then Cloud, and everyone's going to be like going, holy crap, it's happening!
And Sora.
And they're going to finally show Dart.
And it's going to be great. And they're going to have Joker in there.
Yeah, Joker.
Because why not?
Yeah. It's going to be all these things, Maddie, and it's going to be
It's gonna be amazing.
And it's not going to be a Smash Brothers clone, because PlayStation All-Stars was not a Smash Brothers clone!
It kind of was.
It was not.
Yeah,
The only thing that was similar was a 4-player brawl game.
Mhm.
It played nothing like Smash.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
God hit him with the super.
Yep. But there could be a Crash Bandicoot Racing, Crash Team Racing. There could be Spyro Collection or whatever.
A remake of Crash Team Racing.
That would be amazing.
That's what we played our first charity stream.
That's right.
That was fun. It was super hard to play that. It was split
I
screen.
think I played at the
You
end.
did play that,
I joined
yeah.
at the very end.
Yeah.
I won.
It was split screen, and it was like very small, and it was hard to see.
So
And
good.
It was fun
it
though.
was really fun. Yeah.
That's a cool game, for sure.
We need more.
More.
What do you think, Maddie? I want to see what you expect at the PSX, because this is not your scene.
No, my scene was a month ago.
At BlizzCon.
At the BlizzCons.
So good. What do I expect to get announced, or do I expect to be there?
We're at that presentation thing, yeah.
What do you expect? What do you want?
What do I want? I want a Tales announcement, but Bandai Namco is not going to be there.
Or will they?
I know. If they drop a Tales announcement there, that's my dream. That's what I want. Just an announcement. I don't know, maybe a Kingdom Hearts 3 release date? That's not going to happen.
Maybe a new world. That'd be kind of neat.
Or a new world announcement. What I want to see there, personally, is Persona dancing really badly.
Persona 5 dancing.
I just want to play the one
Star
song. I
Night
want to
Gold.
see how well it plays. I want to know.
You know what?
Ugh.
I think you have a high chance of seeing that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think you have a really high chance of seeing Atlas bring that over.
I'll be so excited.
Because it's Sega.
Give me my Vita right now.
It's probably
Playing dancing all
it's
night.
probably gonna be in the Sega booth, and it's probably gonna be in a corner somewhere that no one knows, and then people are gonna be like, "This, it's here,"
Yeah.
and then the huge line's gonna pack up.
Yep. Just like last time.
And then Sonic next to him will have to go out of the way.
Yeah.
And have to...
That was very funny when that happened.
Yeah, that was
I was still surprised when that Atlas employee was like, "I didn't expect it to be this busy." I'm like, "How did you not expect Persona 5 to be this packed?"
I can't wait.
You know, it sold well, and it it did everything it needed to do. I still really think pre-launch they misunderstood how popular
Persona was.
5 was, or how it could be, because it was not at a single big a convention. Like, there wasn't a trailer at any E3 for PlayStation. It had one small logo at PSX, and we're proud to announce that P5 is coming west. Yeah, no kidding. Of course it is. But they didn't show a trailer. It was literally just the logo
At the beginning,
Yeah,
and they were
duh.
Didn't the director have this big letter? He's like, "I am surprised at how popular it is at Western thing," and now he knows what to expect.
Yeah, it's like, I bet you Persona.
And then he's like, "Now I'm going away.
going
I'm going to
away.
work on this fantasy RPG that apparently Alice is working on."
Yeah, it probably won't be ready till PS5, but whatever, it'll be great.
It's a good game.
So
Yeah, I mean, we got chat. Anybody else talking about PSX?
Yeah, I'm reading
They
it
got
right
some
now.
hopes and
Someone wants a
dreams.
PS Vita 2 announcement.
PS Vita 2.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. What is going to happen though? PlayStation 4 portable.
P4P.
It's gonna be exactly like a Switch. Calling it. No, actually,
Okay.
that's what Bloodworth said might
Okay.
happen.
Oh, that would be insane.
It's just to compete with the Switch. It's like, obviously it's a Switch. It's supposed to be like a Switch, but Switch needs competition, right? There you go. You have a portable PlayStation 4. That means the Switch is gonna die for Taylor because he could play on his JRPGs on a PlayStation 4 portable.
and it'll probably be more powerful.
Yeah.
if it's PS4.
And then you're like,
I thought I think that freaking trash. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
don't do that. But yeah, that is a crapshoot right there if that ever happened. But that would be pretty cool. If it was announced, how would you feel?
I wouldn't know. I'd be very torn. I mean, I'd probably be playing more games on my PS4 portable,
Yeah, right?
but I just don't see it happening. That would be the weirdest thing, because Vita never really sold that well, and PSP.
Well, that's because it was a different Sony when the Vita came out.
Yeah, they had the memory card problem and all that stuff.
If it was the Sony that it is now, Vita would be amazing, and it would have sold way more than 3DS because they would have done the right thing, release all the frickin' PS1 games and add PS2 to them.
That was the biggest problem with Vita. It took way too long to get PS1 classics on there, and the memory cards were insanely expensive. So I really wonder if the tide would have turned on Vita if those two things were different. But we'll never know.
We'll never know.
So I'm looking. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was looking at my volume level. It was really low, but I gotta talk loud.
It's okay, Taylor.
Yep.
Okay. People would say they couldn't hear you if they couldn't hear you.
Yep. It's like when they say I'm
New
too
Mega
loud.
Man game. How awesome would that be?
A Metal Max Xeno localization announcement would be awesome.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea what that is. I feel so bad.
I'm sorry.
And then someone
Streets.
said, "I want to see a Ghost of Tsushima."
Oh yeah, that'd be cool to see like actual gameplay. Maybe we'll get an update on that.
Yeah. That's the
Sucker Punch
game, right?
Yeah, the Sucker Punch Feudal Japan game. Dude, that game's gonna be sick.
But yeah, Vita, it was so good when it first came out. I remember I bought it and we went to Tahoe like right after.
Yeah, and that's when you played Persona 4 and then never hung out with me. I just heard the. No,
No, that was the next year.
That was next year.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that year I only had Wipeout. And I played Wipeout.
You played a Wipeout so much.
Yeah,
I remember that.
it's a racing game, not the stupid.
No, I know the one where it's like you gotta go fast and it's hard to control.
I thought you were playing Wipeout. She's talking about Sonic over here. Gotta go fast.
So, and then
Let's start playing Fist Bump right now.
yeah, and then I think Persona. When did Persona 4 come out? 12.
2012, fall 2012.
And that's the year Vita came out, right? I don't remember. Okay, I bought Persona 4 with Taylor, and we're like, oh yeah, this game. You're like, this game's amazing, Nick. You'll play it, you'll like it. And I played it, didn't like it, put it away.
Crazy.
Didn't play it because it just didn't hook me, and I was like, what is this crap? This Japanese crap. What is this? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Maddie. And then the next Tahoe, and that probably like February. That's when I played it, and I was like, this is the best game ever made.
Yep.
And I went to Tahoe and I just played Persona 4 the entire time.
I got ditched. So
I was playing in
hard.
the snow. It was during the middle of the drought. There was no snow there.
I think that was the year that we went in the winter and there was no snow, and it was kind of very depressing.
So I don't know what this question means, but Ben Skinty says, do you think they will unveil the border wall at PSX this year?
Yes.
I don't know what that means. What is that? Explain that. What?
What?
What do you think a border wall is? We're going to build it 10 feet higher?
Oh, seriously?
That's easy.
What?
Is he just being silly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the Trump wall in Mexico. All right.
Oh.
Probably. That's the only thing that pops into mind.
Okay. We need to build a wall, Russ.
We need strength. We need energy. We need strenergy.
I mean, that's our biggest.
I'll stop. We really
stop.
need
That's our
strenergy.
biggest asset right now.
We
We
need
definitely
str-
need a lot. We need a lot of strategy.
We need a
right
lot
now.
of
There's
strategy.
definitely a lot of strategy. Zwei trailer, Zwei 1, probably, because Falcom's always randomly there at PSX.
It's like, yeah, here's a.
Falcom drops the
Ease Origins.
CS3
Nope.
localization announcement.
It's not going to happen.
I
though.
can dream.
It's not going to happen,
I
though.
can dream.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
What if it does?
What if it does?
What if it
I'm
does?
gonna turn around and slap you, be like, I was right, and then
If
clap
I'm being
and start
honest,
crying.
that's
Okay.
that's way more likely than
Okay.
Bloodborne 2.
Okay. If it does get announced, you could slap me, all right?
Yes.
All right?
Sweet.
All
Wait,
right.
I need to
It's
record
not,
it too.
It's
I
not
need to
going to
record
happen, and it won't.
it. Boom. Just
What is
slap
gonna
you in the
happen
face.
Is going to be maybe okay. What maybe happen is they're going to announce probably a East game coming to, like a old East game coming to PS4 like they did last year. Zwei, and then Crossbell, maybe they'll announce Crossbell coming to PS4.
You think Crossbell's gonna come before CS3?
No, that's just like the announcement. Maybe. All right, this is the thing. And if they do like a Crossbell thing at the end of the trailer, they'll announce like Cold Steel Cold Steel 3 is also being released. Just like a picture.
Yeah, that still qualifies as me
I
being
know,
able
but
to
that's the
slap you.
only thing I'm saying. It has to be combined with the Trails game.
I can't, like, this is gonna be like the best thing ever. Like, we're sitting next to Maddie in the crowd, and then it's just like Cold Steel 3 reading. She's gonna be like, she's gonna like scream. Everybody's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna yell "shut up" to someone, just like I did at BlizzCon.
It's gonna be an ear
Shut up!
Shut up!
What is this Japanese crap? Shut up!
Boom!
Or no, Earmageddon. Excuse me, I said the wrong word.
It is definitely gonna be an ear.
I did squee a lot at the old BlizzCon. Just,
Yeah, that's the only thing Maddie would squee at is a Trails up thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Trails. A Trails thing, because it's Trails in the sky and Trails up Cold Steel.
Trails of the Cold Sky.
Trails of the Cold Sky?
Yeah.
What?
No, I also no. I'll squee at playing Persona 5 dancing if that was a thing. But like announcement wise, Cold Steel would probably be the thing I'd squee at. I'd squee at that so loudly.
What would you squee at?
What you can squee at?
Final Fantasy Tactics 2.
I really
Legend of
want.
Dragoon remake.
Okay. If anything, they're gonna show Final Fantasy Tactics is finally coming to the PS4. Final Fantasy Tactics for the PS4, and it's just a port of War of the Lions.
And then at E3, they come back and they're like, "Here's Final Fantasy Tactics 2." No, like genuinely, I think the only thing that would make me squeal is if they showed new gameplay of Final Fantasy 7 remake. And like everything else is out there. Like we have a Ni no Kuni 2, we've got Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe Dragon Quest 11. They haven't really updated the Western version.
They did announce that it's coming.
They
right?
did, yes, but they haven't really like shown a new trailer. Or if, here's the interesting thing. We talked about this when that announcement happened, but I wonder if they're going to do English voices because
us English-speaking people can't handle no voice acting.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is Dragon Quest 8 in Japan doesn't have voice acting, but it does in America.
Dragon Quest 11 doesn't either.
Yeah, no, but here's
I see.
My point is they added it for the West in 8, and so maybe they'll add it for the West in 11. I think that might be the only way because it's like pushing itself as like a AAA whatever RPG. It'd be weird. I just think it'd be weird. I don't know if people would accept that.
So what they're going, we're going back.
It would almost come off as a budget title, in my opinion. So I think they have to.
We're gonna go back to FFT, and they're going to announce it for the PS4, and it's gonna still have the stupid sound issue.
Man, that would make you so mad.
And then I'll be like, Square Enix just wants Final Fantasy Tactics to die. That's all they want. It's like, stop bothering me. Yeah, and then he was just
okay, thanks.
Yeah. They keep like teasing us. It's like, return the Evilus, and it shows Rams and Delita, and it's a raid for Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Apparently
and then
that
Rams
game's
is
really
in
good.
Dissidia.
He is.
He's in Dissidia.
Oh yeah, Dissidia's coming on January as well.
I'm not going to get that. No time. Especially if Ni no Kuni 2 comes out.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I think what's going to end up taking my time is I want to beat Chrono Trigger. I'm super close, I think.
You could feel it.
I'm like 4 hours away. But then I do want to one way or another I want to get Xenoblade 2. Because I just want it.
Yo.
I finished Lunar and I didn't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh,
I talked about it on the Discord, but not the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell us. Okay, what did you think of the ending?
I forgot about this.
Okay.
That's what I forgot. I forgot I beat Lunar.
No, 1 second.
Yeah.
I have the slowdown fix patch for Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions on the PSP, and it's the greatest thing ever. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. All right, everyone who's listening, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, so Lunar. Thoughts on the...
Turn it off!
No, I'm having fun.
No. Great podcast material, Marty.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even...
Good podcast material.
Sorry, when Nick was just like, you see this thing? Yeah, this is what you're doing. I'm like, great podcast material. That's when I said it.
I was talking...
You were talking about it, right? But you were saying, Taylor, yeah, see, this is what I was talking about right here. You said that once, and that's exactly why I said great podcast material, guys.
I was explaining it.
Someone even said I couldn't see. Anyway, continuing. Lunar, I beat it. Let's see. Where was I when I was playing? I don't even remember where I was. And later that night, I lost progress again.
You're at the Nash fight where he's a big fluffy robot thing.
Yeah.
How many? She lost progress so much in this game.
I lost a total of 3. I lost it twice, and I lost a total of 3 hours of progress, and my final play time was 23 hours.
I don't know if that ever happened to me, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with whatever, but I think maybe we were in a different mindset because you're right. I was the same way with Nier. Like I just am not used to manually saving, and back then maybe we were just because that's just how games were. You know what I mean?
I'm always used to saving. So.
I mean, the thing is like I'm used to like I'll save all the time, but I'm kind of used to that way of just like there's a point to remind you. It's like, oh, here, this is where you rest up before the boss fight. And like, oh yeah, shit, gotta save.
Yeah.
It's like, but every time I'm just like I'm rolling through this game, so I just forgot to save. A lot.
There's save points in that game, right?
No, you can save whenever.
Okay, so
that's what made me forget.
Okay, so you remember? Yeah, so you remember? There were statues, right? Like statues that heal you.
Statues.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're usually in the middle of towns and stuff.
I'm pretty sure those used to be the save points in the PS1 version. I could be totally wrong, but I remember those were save points as well as they heal you.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, that was what threw me off. But the thing is I lost progress in a really stupid way because I was playing, I got the Nash fight, and like stuff was finally going down that really interested me. I was like, oh snap, like dark crap is happening, finally. What are you doing? And it's not what I was doing. And I got to like a cool cutscene where stuff was happening, then it faded to black, and I wasn't I looked up as it faded to black, right, and it stopped, like all sound stopped and everything, so I looked back down and it was like 3 seconds passed, and I was like, oh, my Vita turned back off. So I hit the Vita button and then immediately swiped to open it up. I minimized the game and immediately swiped to destroy it.
Oops.
And I was like...
Yes, I remember that. And
Yeah.
your ears like...
I was like, right before Mario Kart. Like, it was after the podcast, right before Mario Kart, and I was like... I can't believe I just did it again after raging about it on the podcast. And I was just like, everyone, don't talk to me. I gotta do stuff again.
Yep. And then she was in the corner like...
No, remember I was playing Mario. We started
Oh,
playing
you're right,
Mario
yeah.
Kart, and like in between every match, I'd just take out my Vita and be like,
Try to catch up,
Gotta
yeah.
catch up.
Okay, but now that it's over,
Okay, yeah.
just final thoughts.
Crap, I kind of want to pull up what I said on the Discord because that summarized my thoughts really well, and I've already forgotten what I said. I think it was a really good. It was a really good in between game. My summary was like, oh cool, a game to play. I'm playing it. Oh, it's over. That was nice. Okay, moving on. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of just like, okay, this is a game. I played it. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, bye. So the ending definitely picked it up because there was that random like, oh my god, boss spike difficulty. Whoop! And I was like, oh, I actually have to think when I'm playing now. Cool. And so that was fun.
So what about, so there's the moment, how can I be vague about
I
this?
know.
There's a moment with the flute, right? Or a harp, right? At the very end. There's something with the musical instrument.
With an instrument?
This is like a pivotal moment in the story.
Which part though?
Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to spoil it because this game's old. I don't care.
No. Someone wants to play it, so don't say it.
You have to wake somebody out of a trance with the musical instrument.
Is it when you're in the sky?
Yes. It's like
Okay,
the end of the game.
So sorry, Taylor. I the reason why I'm confused on that is because he doesn't do that in this version. He does another way to wake someone out of a trance.
Oh, that's interesting. You know what's really interesting?
On my guide, I read that this is how it happened. Like, because my guide was from like 15, 16 years ago, and it's like this different version.
PS1
It's different versions, so it's like you do this and this, and I'm like, this is not how the game is playing right now. So also, I had the super moves, which yes, towards the huge boss spike in difficulty, super moves definitely helps because everyone's just like, oh man, last boss, you know, super wizard, magic emperor dude, and everyone's like, this is the hardest fight ever, and I'm just like, super move? We're immune for apparently like 6 rounds of damage,
Jeez.
and I'm like, okay, and I just played it. Like, it was easy. It was, and your super move charges really fast. I was like, oh, lol. But, yeah, that pivotal. Okay, so continue what you're gonna say. I know that pivotal moment. What you're talking about now?
Yeah. No,
what I thought about it?
Yeah, I get. Well, you know what?
That's basically the ending.
Well, you know what's funny? In the PS1 version, apparently you have to like manually select that musical instrument from your from like your item list, and if you don't do it, it's a game over.
Oh,
and you have to start over.
If that was the option, I'd do it because I was doing that throughout the game because I saw that item, and I was like, oh, this is obviously something used to unlock or stop stuff from happening because I was calling plot points from miles away. Which was easy.
So you still get that item in the PSP version, but you never use it.
And you can play it sometimes. Like, this is a nice melody. Then as soon as you exit out of the bag, it's like it's over. But there's one quest where it's just like, you need to do a thing, and I'm like, oh, I know what to do, and then it unlocks the dungeon. But that ending, so the ending, it's like it goes up. I'm like, oh, cool, things are happening. You could fight them 3 mini bosses, even though they're bosses, and then you get to him, and then she happens, and
Sheet happens.
she happens. And I like the moment where it was kind of a play on what happened in the past and stuff, and I was like, that's cute. And then it's like, you saved the world, and I was like,
there's a cutscene, is there not?
there is, but it's like, we did it. Oh no. Oh, you're back. Let's go home. And I was like, I expected a little bit more development between the two. people.
That sounds like Grandia, actually.
There's a lot.
I wanted a little bit more closure. How about that?
Okay, that's fair.
So typical.
Because I was like, yeah. So I was playing. I was like, oh, we did it. Oh, this is cute. Aww. And okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the payoff. They hold hands. Cut.
Is there no post-credit scene?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It's been a long time since I played it, so I don't remember.
Come on, what do you think this is? This is not 2017 game. This is a 1980
Dude, there's a
something.
post-credit scene in Final Fantasy VII. That's a 1997 game.
19. But Lunar is like a 19 something game, right?
Oh, okay.
1980 game.
All right. I think Bink Skeeny is just trying to troll us at this point. He keeps bringing
I know. I know. I saw.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't.
He's messing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, yeah, that I finished it. I was like, this is a thing. I kind of like I fell into a mini game hole, like not a big one, because I was just like, I haven't started a new JRPG obviously, but I was just like, whenever I didn't have anything to do, I turned on Lunar, and now I don't have that anymore. What do I do? And I play Dancing All Night again. Like, okay, cool.
I don't know. What do you do? It doesn't look like we have a bunch of JRPGs right here.
No. I still want to boot up Tales of Destiny again, but now I'm just waiting to to borrow your capture card or for Christmas to be over and hopefully get a capture card for Christmas. So I can play that. And then P5. And then I'll have to play Tokyo Xanadu. That's going to be fun.
Oh my gosh, all these
That's
games
coming
are
out like in
It comes out this week.
5 days.
Oh,
yeah.
And we're not gonna...
So that's the JRPG I'm going to be playing until Christmas break happens. And if it's good enough, I might postpone my Persona 5 run.
Do it.
We'll see.
Maybe you'll just beat it by then.
I
It'll be
might.
that good.
I might. But Tokyo Xanadu seems to be the next JRPG I want to play.
Cool.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
So Grandia actually has a scene at the end that's like in the future, but it does like, ooh, I get to see. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. Oh.
But it is in the future, so it's nice. You get to see what happens to them. What happens?
Yeah, because I liked how it builds up, it goes down, it builds back up again, and then it's just like, cause you go on a little roller coaster of emotions, and you're like,
at least they learned with Grandia 2. There's like a big epilogue at the end.
I like closure.
You like closure. Then you're not gonna like the last episode of MMO Junkie.
Probably not. No, I'll probably. Okay, let's not go into this, please. Let's not.
You're gonna be like, what?
No. I know how this is gonna end. Yeah. I know how it's gonna end.
So back to PSX.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. I just totally
okay.
remembered that I technically beat Lunar in this week, so.
Nice.
I don't really expect anything at this place. I really want to see Final Fantasy VII Remake, because we haven't seen that since 2015. We saw it announced in June, which was awesome because it was all we were streaming that live before all you guys even knew what we were. Yeah. We were streaming that live.
I'm so glad I have my reaction on video.
Oh my god, your reaction is great. And it sucks because I didn't care about anything that was happening at the time, so I was basically people watching Taylor at that point. So you see me like in the middle just like staring at Taylor while Taylor's just like
I had like a pit in my
hilarious.
I had like a pit in my stomach. I was like, "Oh my god, this is happening."
Yeah.
At the end, Taylor's just like, "I gotta get up. Oh my god, I might pass out." I was like, "Whoa."
That was awesome. And then we went to PSX that year because it was in San Francisco.
Didn't it show gameplay?
And it showed gameplay. And Ni no Kuni 2 was announced.
I couldn't believe it, dude. That was
like, holy crap, it's happening. Was Persona 5 like shown yet?
It was announced, but I don't think there was nothing there. I don't think. It's amazing. It'll have been 2 years. We haven't seen jack squat.
I know, and
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I want to see how it is now.
Just show, if nothing else, just show. Apparently they've said many times that they're like the cutscenes are like almost all done, but like gameplay they're still working on. Okay, you said something about like at one of the Final Fantasy VII concerts they showed like gameplay or something or like a new trailer
on our Discord. Someone posted it at a Distant Worlds. Yeah, Distant Worlds. They showed a new gameplay, and it looks like Kingdom Hearts 1-to-1.
Fine.
And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not, but oh no,
you're gonna knock it over.
But yeah. So I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's just an old. I mean, I've seen a trailer. I mean, I've seen one of those with the trailer in the background, and it shows like extended cuts of the trailer we saw. But all it is just they have it was cut differently. It wasn't anything new. It was the same clip, but it was just cut differently.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like Kingdom Hearts. So if they're saying they've completely changed the battle system, then Just don't want it to be floaty. Kingdom Hearts is very floaty, so hopefully...
I just want the materia system. Okay, materia system is just like Quartz and Septum. Just saying that.
Okay.
So
Where did that come from?
that's what I want. That's what I want.
Just telling you, Maddie.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
Gee.
want-
Materia system is okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sorry there was no materia in Final Fantasy 15. Okay.
I like that. I like that customization. I like breaking Final Fantasy 7. All right, it's fun to do.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I was reading, like, I don't even know what to believe with rumors, but somebody posted this crazy rumor thread. It was like this fake interview or something, and they were talking about like they're adding new summons to 7 and like how everything looks, and apparently like so it's 3 games, right? And each game is like 50 hours long, or whatever. It didn't say where the chapter 1 stops.
Okay. So it's not 3 games anymore. I could tell you that.
Why?
It is. Look how long it's taken. The reason why they wanted to do 3 games is they could release it really quick.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 years since they announced it. So obviously it's gonna be one big game.
I hope so. But they were like that interview again. This could just be total BS. But the interview was saying like there's gonna be segments where you're like playing as the Turks and stuff like that. Like there's gonna be like a bunch more flashback sequences, and like Midgar is gonna be even way more fleshed out. You're gonna be doing way more stuff in Midgar.
Maybe the Turk stuff's probably gonna be with Zack.
No, that could be. Maybe like you go back and you play as. Well, see, here's the thing. Like the whole that would blow the reveal. I feel like because I mean. Yeah,
I mean all the. I don't know.
It could be, but
because that's like the Turks are like Zack's friends.
Yeah, and there are like more Turks. So there was this game I think it was called Before Crisis. It was like a mobile game. There's like a ton of Turk characters. There's not just like Rude, Reno, and Sang, and I think her name's like Emily or Amelia or something. It's been a long time. There's a girl Turk. There's only like 4 or 5 of them, but in this Before Crisis game, there's like 15 of them. So maybe those guys will be in it or something. I don't know. By the way, looking forward to that. Whenever the hell we get it.
People are saying that there's going to be new summons. There were too many summons in 7, so I doubt that.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll get rid of ones that like nobody cares about or that were like dumb. Yeah. So,
Walter, have I played Grandia 2 and 3? Yes, I have. Yes. I've beat 2, and I've gotten to the end of 3. And I was like, this is BS, and I stopped.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Who is this Nick?
What?
Who is this Nick?
I don't know.
Doesn't beat games. Wow.
It's Grandia 3.
What a quitter.
Yeah.
I think it was... Can you believe this guy, Maddie?
I don't know. I just thought the boss is BS. And I was like, well, I can't beat it.
That's what I did with Persona 3. Boss was BS. So,
yeah,
I'm like,
so I pulled that. It's the 3. You did it with Persona 3. I did it with Grandia 3.
But we've got to the very end, so that's...
Yeah, it was the final boss, and I knew it was the final boss.
He also didn't do the final boss at Tales of Graces F.
The F arc.
Yeah.
I beat Tales of Graces.
But you didn't do the F arc.
Yeah.
I did.
The FARC.
So we've all had those moments.
Elena, thank you.
Also, CJ wants to know if he should play the Trails games. He's played Tales games.
No.
Are they good?
No.
Our Trails games good.
Yes.
No, they're
Yes.
trash. They're terrible.
They are.
There's Trails in the Sky and Trails of Cold Steel. They're all connected.
And they're all bad.
There's also Trails of... There's also the Crossbell series, which is also connected, but it's not translated.
Yep.
I recommend starting with Sky.
You have to start with Sky.
Well, now you have to start with Sky.
Yeah. And then go
And then go to Cold Steel.
Go to Cold Steel. Maybe
play the PC versions of Cold Steel.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
PC versions
Of Cold Steel.
Yeah.
Don't play the Vita version.
Oh, yep. Play the PC version.
or when you get there, maybe the PS4 versions will be out. Play those.
Ooh, yes. I'm waiting. That's
And
why
then-
I'm waiting.
And then
That's why I'm waiting.
maybe if when you finish Trails in the Sky 3, Crossbow will be out. Play Crossbow because it's in between.
I still think it happened
Wow.
at the same time.
Okay, the first 2 chapters is before Cold Steel, and then after that is
Whatever, man.
okay.
Okay.
So do we have any questiones?
We do have a lot of questiones. How long have we been going?
Hour and a half?
I don't know.
All right.
Just do some questions.
Eh.
If anybody live has questions, go ahead and
There was also
say 'em.
Cisne in Crisis Core. Okay. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate the help with the Turk names.
Turk name. Oh my gosh, I bet you. Let's do some quick ones.
Okay.
Smashimus. Take advantage of any good Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals.
Literally, the only thing I bought was PlayStation Plus for $40. That's all I bought.
Matt, you buy anything?
No, I'm broke.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything either.
We're boring. Sorry.
Sorry.
I think I've told this story before, but I literally walked in. I went to your guys' house on Thanksgiving to play the game. I left. No, this was before I came.
Yeah, you before the game.
That's
Yeah.
why you
Before
were
I
late.
came over, I was like, all right, I'm going to go to GameStop. And it was crowded as heck. And I'm like, whatever. And I had like 4 games in my hand. I'm like, nah. And I just put them all back and I left.
Yeah, I'm like, I have so many games to play. I don't care.
That was my thing. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of Chrono Trigger. Like, Xenoblade 2 is right around the corner. Like, just, you're not going to play these games. Just wait. Like, it was games that I wanted to play at some point, but I'm like, they'll be cheaper sometime. It was Final Fantasy 12 HD, Kingdom Hearts HD, and then it was Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. I'm like, I can get them another time.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Has asked a lot of.
Appreciate it, dude. Keep asking the questions.
So, who's your favorite Velvet Room attendant?
Ooh.
He said something before that. I know that.
No, he does. I'm
okay.
picking quick ones.
Velvet Room attendant. Does Marie count?
Yeah.
I would say Marie because she always has something funny to say. Because you always find her poems. She's like, super jerk face idiot man or whatever.
It's funny
says.
because
that's
she's
right.
like that in freaking the in
Well,
Japanese as
anime?
well.
Crap. That's hard. I didn't really like Marie's. Like, she's funny, but I didn't really like her personality. I liked the duo of Caroline and Justine.
Okay.
Just because they were hilarious going out.
Persona 5 fangirl. It's fine.
Otherwise, I was gonna say Margaret, just because first Persona game I played.
And she's in Dancing All Night.
She's also on Dancing All Night,
It's-
and their duet with you and her is hilarious to watch
So it's
while playing, which
I
is
like
hard.
I like Margaret and Marie. You didn't do the Marie's quest, did
No,
you?
I did.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
That's probably why. Also, but the other things that in order to get the true ending, you have to do Marie's stuff. Just, you know.
Yeah. And then even if you do Marie's stuff, you could still miss the true ending.
You could indeed.
So
Later.
Did someone ask, will you guys do a Trails of Cold Steel 2 spoiler cast? Are you planning to do 2 and 3 together?
Dude, at this rate, maybe.
Yeah. We are.
We need to do a third one, Trails of the Sky, the third first.
Yeah, and then we have to do.
Then we have to do.
You know what we need to
Steel
do? You guys need to stop doing without me. You guys have done a ton without me.
Then maybe play the games.
Yeah, play the
Or
game.
do one without Nick or without Maddie, huh? How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
Or without...
Try. Just beat a game that we could all talk about.
For a while.
Yeah. You know what? I could start Chrono Trigger right now and I could beat it before you.
Probably.
All right? And then Maddie could play Chrono Trigger and beat it.
We'll
Within
do
a
one
week.
for Nino Kuni too. How
Oh,
about
you know
that?
what we could do one, Nick?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I mean, if you really wanted to, sure. No.
We could actually ask some of the fans to do it as well.
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
I was thinking Zestiria and Berseria.
Oh, God.
That's only us two.
And Kathleen?
And-
No.
No, not Kathleen. I'm just saying, there's people who still like the thing and those games, and there's so much to talk about.
I really need to replay them.
I'm gonna play Zestiria. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
I'm not. I will burn that game. No, I think Nino Kuni 2 maybe, since I think we'll all probably play that game.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I was gonna burp.
Way better than Tails. What?
Yeah, a Chrono Trigger spoiler cast would be good, but I need to replay it. I played it like long ago.
You okay, Taylor?
He's farting. That's why he keeps coughing.
Do you need cough drops, sir?
No, I'm just
Also from
being
Smash
a
Miss,
jerk.
if you could voice any JRPG character, who would it be?
Voice?
If you could voice someone,
Nobody. I don't know. None.
who would you want to play?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
don't,
joke.
Everybody.
That's kind of just like, who do you want to be? Like, what voice can you
I would voice Machias because he sucks, and maybe I can get him a better character. So I would voice Machias.
Shut up, you noble piece of shit!
Yeah, there you go.
Hate you!
Hate
Shoot
both
you
of
with my shotgun.
There you go.
Yeah.
You guys having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Maddie should voice Joker.
I was gonna say that. It's
Or
like, if
Magilu.
this is based on who I want to be,
No.
I'd voice Joker. I'd voice Joker.
She should voice
Or if-
Mila. Not Mila. Melia.
Amelia.
You need to help me with the spirits.
What?
From Zilia. From Zilia.
It is Mila though.
Yeah.
That's Mila, not
I thought
Melia.
it was Melia.
Freaking idiot.
Mila.
I was gonna say realistically, the
destroy
character
the
I could
spirit.
voice is Bienfu.
Well, yeah, obviously, but yeah, you don't get that joke that we just did
No.
because for some reason in Zelia 1
And 2.
well, I thought 2 it was fixed.
Yeah.
In 1 it was recorded in a way that she sounded like she had a lisp.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Really?
Yeah,
the
she's like-
recording was
Yeah, it was really weird. And like it threw me off, and I was like. It was just like that. I was like, Jude, you need to help me find the spirit, and I need to help. It's like, what is this? This feels weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
No idea. So I haven't played it.
I need to load it in, and you need to hear
No,
it.
because I'm gonna play it eventually.
So Brian in Twitch chat asked, since I'm playing Chrono Trigger, who do we think the best girl is? Probably Luca is really the only girl. Marl is whatever, but Luca is fun and quirky.
Luca's Boma.
Yeah, basically.
Funny
It's so
Quirky
funny
is
watching the
Taylor's girl.
cutscenes because it looks exactly like old Dragon Ball. It is like literally, I mean, it's the same animator or whatever, but it's like, oh, we're just watching Dragon Ball right now.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball.
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't like the old chick, the cave woman?
The cave woman, Ayla, no. You, me, beat robot. Save world.
Yep, that's how she talks.
Yeah. So I like Bulma. Bulma's cool.
Bulma. How long before you guys split screen playing the same game?
Never.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to. What does he mean by that?
I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Like we're all playing Mario Kart on one TV? Is that what he means?
Yeah, you mean like playing Mario Kart?
So
and
probably
stuff like that?
never.
Yeah, because we always we do stream Mario Kart all the time.
I feel like they're saying this like so we all play the same game.
We all
split
play
screen
we all
on?
play the JRPG at the same time.
So we split. But how
and
do you
it's
split
split
screen a
screen.
JRPG?
We all have different.
That's not split screen. That's all. It's like a LAN party.
They'll respond. They'll respond. How many endings are you aiming at for Chrono Trigger?
I'm just getting whatever the true ending is. That's it. Because I know apparently you can there's regular intervals where you can just beat the game whenever, but I'm just gonna get the true ending, whatever that is. I'm following a guide, so I'm going as far as I can in that respect, and then I want to get the full experience, and then I'm done.
We totally have not answered Smash Mrs. question, but
Okay, which
Which
is
one?
what?
the voice character.
No, I
did-
said
I-
Machias.
Machias. I would totally.
My answer was true too.
I want to
Which
do.
is what?
Well,
My
joke.
Bienfu. Okay.
My joke. True answer. No, Joker.
Joker. Okay.
For some reason, if I could do that, like
If I can.
it has to be my gender. Let me think about it. Oh,
Okay.
Estelle.
If I can, yeah, you could totally do.
Oh,
an
I
Estelle,
do Estelle.
But you have to do cuteness. Can you do cuteness?
Why can't?
I don't know. Can you?
When is she cute?
She acts cute.
She does act cute. I could act cute too.
I don't know. I've never seen
Yeah, because
But,
you're around.
it. If they ever do a remake of Stan Tales of Destiny,
Ooh, yeah, I can see that.
I would totally voice act Stan.
Nice.
Be all like country boy and silly.
There you go.
Stan Tornado.
So seriously, Taylor, you're actually gonna go with Machias?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Not gonna think any harder on it.
I can't all the other characters I like. I think they're voiced well. Like I can't think of any character. Like I wouldn't want to replace anybody. I can't think of anybody that I'm like, oh my gosh.
There's no silent pro tag out there or anything you want to voice.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
You could be Velvet.
Velvet.
Just Velvet with a Taylor voice.
I think it would be fun to.
Artorias.
I could scream Artorias.
Whoa.
Pretty well.
Sorry for your
Armageddon.
I say this not because I think I'd be better at it, but I think it'd just be a fun character to play. Would be Alvin from the Zillia games.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, he's a great guy. I'm even better because I'm handsome and awesome and amazing.
You're still doing his mannerisms.
Yep.
You should do it your own way.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He'd
Well,
be
that's his
just fun to
character.
play.
Like,
Yeah.
as a voice actor, you don't make your own character. You follow it.
Yeah, I think he'd just be fun to play. So Ty Snakes in Twitch said, "What's your favorite summon to use in Final Fantasy VII?"
Neo Bahamut, because it was the one you get in the freaking demo. And it just raises the battle into the sky somehow, and then it comes out of nowhere, and then it shoots a laser, and it just
and then they fall back to Earth.
Yep.
So my favorite to use, I'm trying to think of other of good ones that you used either throughout the game or did something interesting. Like one, I've always felt clever doing the Phoenix trick, the final attack Phoenix. So and if you never played 7, there's materia slots, but then there's connected materia slots, so they like affect each other. So it's like double attack, blah blah blah, or double damage, whatever you link it with. So then there's also one called final attack, and what it was is you cast this after you get killed, and it was always fun to do final attack Phoenix because you're like, well, I'm dead, and then you cast it and then you get rezzed back to life. It was fun. So I would say Phoenix.
What about the one where you cast Knights of the Round? Excuse me. And then you make everyone mime it.
Oh, yeah, and you're just there like, all right, I'm just going to leave my controller. I'll be back in like an hour.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like mime, mimic, and then like quad magic or something stupid. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous.
But he's like, what the hell are you guys
I
talking
can't talk
about?
about it because I've never played Final Fantasy VII.
What is this?
I'm blocking the bright light
Oh.
from my eyes.
It looks like you're pointing at me.
I'm pointing at chat, actually.
But you're actually pointing at me.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Okay, here's one that Maddie does not like.
Oh, well, it's because I can't even answer it, so.
So, Witch Rulina asks, so in the honor of the release of Xenoblade 2, we'll talk about what's most important to the fan base at the moment, Waifu Wars. With that in mind, who did you choose as your waifu husbando in Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates? What did you think I was about to ask something else? The game is just out, and actually play it before you make your mind up. Jeez.
Well, I'm the only one that played either of those games.
I know,
So.
but she's talking about Xenoblade. Like,
Yeah, she was going to ask what's your waifu in Xenoblade, but since nobody, or only Nick's played it, or...
Your turn. I'm trying to remember who I picked in Xenoblade.
because you got to actually, like, court someone, right?
Yeah, I totally forget what I did in Fire Emblem Awakening. Like if I had all the characters in front of me, I could tell you. I want to say her name was like Anne or Anna or something like that. She had red hair. I don't know. I might be totally
you always
wrong.
do the red hair.
Yeah, but in Fates, it was definitely Azura. She's this like magical like mage character. Whoa, with blue hair, and she could sing and give you like an extra turn, which is pretty cool.
So her name is Luna?
Yep. Yeah, so that's who I picked. Azura in Fates, and then I think her name was Anne or Anna or something.
I picked no one because I have never played Fire Emblem.
Which is so funny because you like tactics, and I think you'd like Fire Emblem. You should, when the one that comes out on Switch comes out, you should play that. I think you would probably like it, even though I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I've played. I've played the Game Boy one, Game Boy Advance one. It's called Fire Emblem.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's very different now.
Sorry.
And in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I don't pick any of them because I don't care.
Yes, man.
Okay, cool.
If there's one that's just a teacher and she's like 20-something years old, that's who I'd pick.
Yeah, that would be Nehu.
Because apparently that's who I pick every time.
Every time.
They have to be older.
Nick has a thing for older women. What can you say?
What can you say, Nick?
Okay, everyone picks, like, they're talking about their waifus, and they're like, guys, we're all like 30, and these girls are like 13, 14, 16 years old. It's kind of creepy if you think about it.
Wait, what characters?
Like, they're talking about, like, Riku and all that stuff, and I'm like, this is kind of creepy. This thing, like, at her age, like, when we used to first talk about it, it made sense because we were the age.
Yeah.
Now it's just weird.
I'm still allowed to talk about it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
I talk about
you
guys.
talk.
I talk
Okay.
about my husbandos.
Which is Aiden.
Which is what?
Aiden, I guess.
Not Aiden. Is it Aiden?
Are you okay?
Him.
Eisen?
Yes.
Oh
I don't know. I don't know why I said Aiden.
I am disappointed in you. I know it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, in this game, he's like the only... No, even in this game, I think I'd go with Rokuro.
Rokuro. She likes the demon. She likes
He
the
looks just
demon.
like that guy
in him.
from Persona 5, Ryuki. Ryuki.
How about Shing?
Shingu?
Yeah. Shingu.
Shingu
Core.
Is that a giant flying whale?
It is a
It is
giant,
a giant
flying
flying whale.
space whale.
Wow. Okay.
First Tales game I played right there.
Talking about Tales of Hearts, people.
Woo!
I have a poster right there.
Wow.
Oh, man. You know what? I can't look at that Lunar picture the same anymore.
Because you get it now, right?
But I've never seen Alex like that, so it just makes me laugh. It's like, what
Yeah,
the heck is that face?
That's because that's what would happen. Like, that's what happened in the ice cave. And you know it did. Rufus was like, oh, God.
It looks like he's smiling, though.
No, he's like, oh, God.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Did our camera get screwed up?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
People need to know what that picture
That
we're talking
picture
about.
is, well, you need. Yeah.
All right. What? We got any more?
Okay. This is actually a personal question for us.
Oh wow!
Right?
Personal question.
Personal question.
What kind of toilet paper do we use? I use triple ply, extra soft.
Extra soft, of course.
Okay. From Spaghetti. What made you guys want to start a podcast, and what made you center it around JRPGs?
Oh, freaking no.
All right,
Well,
Maddie.
mainly Nick.
This is Nick's hit question. Go, Nick.
Okay, this is Matt. Maddie's not like barely part of this because
Wow. Okay, bye.
No, because just make everything fall. Okay?
I will.
So back in 2014, I actually had a podcast called LSG Podcast. Jesus Christ, Maddie! I'm telling a story.
I'm sorry.
You're now changing it to main camera.
Nope.
But yeah, so it used to be just called LSG Podcast. It was on someone of the hosts. Taylor, you were on it sometimes.
Yeah, I wasn't even a part of it.
It was just.
Oh my god, it was with Joel.
Yeah, it was with Joel.
And
Jake was some part of it. It was me and it was Joel and I at first, and it was just a podcast. We put like a Yeti right here, and we'll talk around it. And the sound was awful because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. So during the podcast, we'll all be talking, and all you'd be hearing is like.
Oh my gosh, that was so annoying. Yeah.
And it was just a general gaming podcast, and we just talked about games, and that was it. No structure, no anything.
Remember your background?
What background?
Your styrofoam background poster
That was
board.
way before that.
Nah, this is way before that. That was like the middle of LSG.
This was like literally in Nick's like bedroom. We just like put it on a table and we just like sat around it.
Yeah, it was in the apartment when I.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
why. Got it.
So that was just the general podcast, and that lasted for a couple years, like couple years. It ended. We stopped it. It became LSG Cast, and it was just our general gaming podcast. That's all it was. We kept JRPGs out of it when we created the JRPG podcast. But Connor just replaced Joel when Joel left. I don't remember what happened with Joel.
And then we started using somebody's professional setup in their garage.
That was mine. I started buying all this crap.
No, but remember we went around with
down
the street.
So we had like one of our friends had a group who hosted our podcast, and they had like they had pretty much what we have, but in a garage, and we just recorded in there, and that lasted for a while, and Connor joined, and the thing is, during the LSG Cast, Connor, Taylor, and I would just start talking about all the games that we were playing, and it was always centered around JRPGs.
Yep.
And we were just constantly like talking off each other, and Jake was like, "Guys, I'm here too."
Well, the joke with Jake is like, all right, guys, so I played this game where you're like an ant inside a little potted plant, and it was really amazing. So you get this plant,
Think about the
and
circle
then
of
like
life.
you just cultivate it. It's like the greatest game ever. And like
we always poke fun at him. It's like, so I was playing this game, and all it was, I was like, "You're this mountain."
And you just stared at it.
And you just stared at it. And it was amazing. It was like this really surreal experience. And it was on my phone, and then sometimes there's a balloon that floats up, and I pop it, and I was like, man, this is the greatest game ever made. And I'm like, Jake, what the hell?
He did seriously try to sell us on a game that was just about bread.
But I love Jake. Jake's a good guy.
Yeah,
Jake is a good guy. It's just whenever he talks about a game, for one sentence, he would say, man, this game's really good, it has really good graphics. He would spread it out for 30 minutes talking about how good these graphics are for, just one sentence. That's all he had to say.
Yeah.
That was the joke of Jake.
Continuing.
So, we decided to create a JRPG podcast. To be honest, that was like an idea for a long time. And, and at work, randomly, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to ask Ben. I'm going to straight up tweet at him.
Ben Moore of Easy
Ben
Allies.
Moore of Easy Allies. And I'm going to tweet at him and see if he wants to do a podcast with us. I tweeted him. 15 minutes passed. Respond. Heck yeah, I want to do that. It sounds awesome. And I'm like, called Taylor. Taylor, we're doing this. Get Connor.
And then that just became more popular than the LSG Cast.
Yeah,
and like
that was, oh man, that so sad, but really funny at the same time. I was doing LSG Cast for like a year and a half, and it always stuck around like 20 views and everything. And we started doing Giant Sword Podcast, and that just like way more popular, like 100 views per episode. And I'm like,
Yeah, because we would like podcast all day on Sunday. It was just such a long day, and we're like, and then we did it like I think at one point it was like every other week was LHG, and then at one point we're just like, do we really want to do this anymore? Like I felt bad for like essentially kicking Jake out, but like, yeah,
That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now. Here.
Yeah, there's more to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and then
Oh,
Maddie.
so we had Connor. Okay. We had Connor. That was this. Connor was Maddie's place pretty much. And we talked and we took a break, and then Connor's life got super busy that he stopped playing video games.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he couldn't really join us because he's just really busy. He was there for the 50th episode though, and that was awesome. So he'll probably be joining us for certain episodes, like, once in a while, just having fun.
Yeah.
But since he doesn't play JRPGs religiously like I do, because these guys don't either, yeah, he won't be joining us.
Yeah.
But that's where we came from. That's why it's JRPG focused, because Taylor, Connor, and I all played JRPGs in our childhood.
Yeah. And then Maddie watched Nick play them, and she started playing
And then
a lot
she
of them
started
too.
playing them, yeah. And then
I went
she
on
joined
a
us.
huge year-long binge.
I miss those days. So good days.
I still play JRPGs despite what everybody out there wants to believe.
I really miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss having a life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I wasn't busy.
But yeah,
every week
now we're
anymore.
here. Like, it's really cool because back then we never had like anyone talk to us, like talk to us about our podcast. Now we have people actually doing that. So it's really cool. Thank you for watching and listening to us, because it's very cool that it's actually happening now.
Yeah, that's taken off. A little more than it has been.
Yeah. So, and then Maddie is just here because she likes JRPGs too.
I guess that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's part of it. Yeah. Who cares about her? Taylor, why are you here?
I don't know. I should leave.
All right. Does anyone else have any other questions?
One last bit before we sign off. Otherwise, this will be the last one for 2 weeks unless we decide to do some random off the cuff thing at PSX. But
not yet. All right. So we have PSX. We'll be having another one
Before Christmas.
We're
And
having our last one of the year, and then we'll be taking a Christmas break, and then we'll be back.
will that be
like
a game of the year type thing, or are we going to do that after the Christmas break? What do you think?
Nothing else is going to get released. Just to give us time if anyone else is going to play Tokyo Xanadu. I don't think that Tokyo Xanadu is going to like make my game of the year or anything, but it might be like a really good discussion. So maybe just to give me time to finish it after when we come back to the break, we do the game of the year. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Do we usually do Game of the Year? We usually do Game of the Year in
do
like
the Game of the
January.
Year.
Yeah, we'll do it after.
Because last year mine was Legion.
It'll give me time to play Xenoblade 2.
Holy Ajora assumed we were actually giant swords, but the live podcast, proved that wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because there's 3 giant swords and there's 3 of us.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even think of that. You know what was really funny? I was wearing my Giant Sword podcast at work the other day, and I was in line for food, and I had my headphones on, and some guy poked me. He's like, "I like your shirt, man." And I'm like, "What?" I think he was just talking about the Keyblade thing, though, because the Keyblade stands out, and we just randomly started talking about Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, okay, name the other blades.
Well, I know one's the
Buster
Buster Sword, and I only know the other one because
Me?
you made it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very identifiable,
Yeah.
but
It's the Keyblade, the Buster Sword, and
And
Dimlos
Dimlos.
from Tales of Destiny.
yeah.
And I had to get rid of.
Wait, let me
What?
do Huber's impression.
Love the shirt.
Yep, that's
Oh,
exactly.
it's a great shirt.
That's exactly what he did. Like, no, he was like, man, I really like your shirt. And I was like, this is totally Huber. This is what I expected Huber to be like.
Yeah.
It was great.
Just no personal space awareness or whatever. Well, at first I thought you said something to him because I was like off doing something else, and then I walked over and he just like walks up to you and he's like pointing at your shirt. And I'm like, what? Okay. but he did it like out of nowhere. He just like, you didn't like have a conversation starting with him. You're just like standing there and he's like pointing at it.
It was cool, yeah. It was really cool. It's gonna be great when we see them again at PSX, though. So,
Oh, that was
They all
so
know-
funny.
They know us. Yay! But
There's
if
there's
what?
one more question.
Where?
There.
Are you guys interested in visual novels like 999 and Danganronpa from Rohit Dog?
I could say yes. I'm interested in Danganronpa.
I beat Danganronpa 1. It was really good, but never got around to playing the other ones for whatever reason. Just
Apparently 3 is real good. According to my inside sources.
3.
It's 3. It's good. But again, according to my inside sources, I need to play all of them first.
Your inside sources? You mean Kathleen?
Yes, my inside sources.
The other one, so I think Danganronpa for us, I think is a little more approachable. It's extremely anime and it's not as complex with the puzzles. 999 and Virtue's Last Reward and stuff, it's like extremely puzzle heavy and it's a little darker and stuff. Like I tried to play 999 is really archaic, the DS games, but they remade it for PS4 and PC. So I'd play those versions for sure. And then I don't know anything about I forget what the last one is. So it's 999, Virtue's Last Reward, and then wow, I can't remember what that one's called. There was a last one the third one that came out, but
I have never played them. But I didn't know that Danganronpa was this huge thing on Tumblr, and someone was like translating the entire thing, and that's why we got the Vita versions, because it got a huge following on like online.
That game exploded when it came out on Vita. Like I think it sold really well for NIS.
So it was a PSP game. I think 1 and 2 were PSP games.
And then they ported them to Vita and then eventually PS4. And I think they're on PC as well. But yeah, good. I like the first one. It's very fun. There's a good mystery to it. It keeps you guessing till the very end.
I'm trying to figure out if I ever played a visual novel game.
No, because you didn't play Dancing All Night either.
I also played Go-Go Nippon, great visual novel game.
Very good.
Yeah. To me, generally, like
I mean, technically, I have, right?
Shuffle,
but it was a freaking hentai game.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. It was just as a joke because it was like, it was an anime. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, holy crap, this is ridiculous. And I just turned it off.
Yeah. After I beat it like 5 times, then I turned it off.
You could beat it in like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was stupid.
Silly game.
I showed you it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I was like, look at this is ridiculous. And then it's like, can't watch the anime anymore.
Yeah, it's like the anime was so pure and the game is so not.
Yep.
It was really weird because the ending of the anime has this really weird like title sequence. It's like, well, the anime may be over, but we'll always have the game. It says something weird like that.
Does
in the
it?
Credits, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
That's creepy.
Yep.
Yeah. One of our old animes, Maddie. You should watch it.
No, it's okay.
That's like one of my first post Sailor Moon Dragon Ball Z anime. It was
I
like
am-
Shuffle and Love Hina were like the first two.
Really?
That's because you and your dad and Brian used to really be into like the newer stuff, and all I knew was on Toonami. But then Brian showed me Love Hina. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then your dad had Shuffle, I think, or maybe Brian had Shuffle, then it was
Dad. Okay, our dad downloaded it, and then we had it on our server.
And then there was another one. What's the Oh My Goddess was another one, and then I
Oh My
think
Goddess.
Bamboo Blade, Handmaid May, is that one?
Oh my gosh.
And then there was Chobits.
Okay, Handmaid. Do you know how we always make fun of trash anime?
Yeah.
Handmaid May is one of those.
Oh, is it? Okay. What's the one with the girl with the purple hair and she got short purple hair and she like is like into like a arranged marriage with another guy or something like that, and it's really like pure.
Oh, Ayori Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoriyoshi. Thank you. That's it. Yeah.
Yep. What are you?
You know,
doing?
the one with the girl with the purple.
Three.
No, now we're at
Animes.
3.
No, I'm at 3 animes. I'm debating on what was my first anime. I know.
Lucky Star.
No. That was one of them though. It was Lucky Star.
Okay.
Ranma.
Maddie
or
was
Princess
like,
Nine.
when did you start watching Ranma?
I don't know.
Man, Ranma had boobs in it and everything.
Yeah,
and,
no.
and
I
she was
watched
like,
really
she was
young.
like 7 or 6.
Yeah, I was watching Ranma like,
And I was like, Dad, why the heck is she? She watched the first disc of the first season only.
and that's the only disc I like of Ranma.
Yeah,
it's
that's the
the
only thing she
first one.
watches.
Then it gets just way too crazy.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then Princess Nine, and Nick hates it just because I watched it too much, and that's the only reason. But it was the reason I started playing softball.
Wow.
Was Princess Nine?
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Princess-
that this is how Dad approached me. He's like, Matt, age 8. Oh wow, so 8. So I watched Princess Nine before I was 8. So Maddie, do you want to throw like Yo Hayakawa? Yeah. Do you want to play softball? Can I throw like that? She's like, yeah, you might, baby. Okay. Signed up for softball next day.
That's awesome.
Except you never threw
No,
it.
and then like a week into it, that is like, yeah, the pitchers don't pitch like that, and I was crushed. And then I became a catcher and then a really good player. So
Yeah, and a really good player. 'cause
Really
she
good
was
player.
Super vain.
so vain.
That's
Because I play
so
on
moving.
all losing teams. I don't remember ever playing on a winning team.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That sucks. And then,
Sorry,
the
man.
other one that I remember really getting into was Azumanga Daioh.
gosh, that exploded on the internet.
Yep. Cooking is so fun.
I mean, if like anime counted into cartoons, like Voltron and Robotech.
Oh, Voltron is definitely my first anime for sure. I didn't know what it was, but I didn't know it was an
But
anime.
it was an anime, but it was like totally cut to be a cartoon. Like Robotech was the same thing.
Yeah, it would be Voltron, Robotech, and then I don't know what the actual name of the show is called, but I remember watching a show called Ronin Warriors,
I remember
where it was like Power Rangers, but instead of like Power Rangers armor, you're like old samurai armor that would like magically get on you, and I thought that was like the coolest thing.
Thundercats.
Oh, is Thundercats technically an anime?
I have no idea.
See, with that and like Transformers, I don't know because it's like that weird.
Well, that's American made though.
Okay.
The
Thundercats animation quality was like too good. I feel like it had to be Japanese.
We got Lavina. Okay, so I started. It was funny because I started watching Toonami, and I was with Dragon Ball, Gundam Wing. Didn't really watch Sailor Moon. Watched Tenchi though. Definitely
Tenchi
watched
Muyo.
Tenchi all the time. Like, and Robotech. That was all around that time. Probably more, but I don't really remember. Trigun, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, yep. You
And-
know what's funny? So like, I feel like Wave, like in my head, there's like basically 3 waves of anime in America. It was like Dragon Ball Z and like Sailor Moon and all that stuff, Pokemon, and then
I watched Pokemon.
and then there was like the post Toonami era where like people were just like dubbing everything like crazy. This was like before Crunchyroll and stuff. It was like Naruto and One Piece and like those shows. I never got into those.
So those like that was I think still that technically Toonami age.
Yeah,
Those ones, those Shonen Jump ones.
yeah.
And then
Oh, dude, freaking Full Metal Alchemist 2 is another one.
yeah, but that was during that. I think that was the second wave.
Is that the second wave?
That's the
Okay.
second wave when all this stuff started coming out, and that's when like we started getting a bunch of it. My dad started downloading all this stuff that wasn't coming to America yet.
Yeah, there was no dubs.
There's no dubs,
Yeah.
all fan dubs or fan subs, and we watched like Full Metal Alchemist, Eureka 7, Ergo Proxy, all that stuff before anyone's heard of it. It was great.
Yeah. And then third wave was obviously like stuff like Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, like all
The Crunchyroll era.
yeah, the Crunchyroll era basically. Yeah. I'm trying to remember like what show got me to subscribe to Crunchyroll. Like I'm trying to remember if there was a specific show cuz I remember I bought a PS3 and there was a Crunchyroll app and it was terrible. It would literally crash my PS3 all the time.
I remember that.
Like anytime you move the menu, your PS3 just crashes.
Crunchyroll app
it
was awful.
So terrible. But I can't, like, this was 2011, 2012. I'm trying to remember what shows were coming up back then.
I think it was just like really like obscure ones. I remember you kept watching and you, like there's like some that were like good, but some of them, like a lot of them were weird. Like I remember there was one there watching and some girl had like a chastity belt.
Oh,
and the
my
only way to get it
God.
off was like for her to like get herself off.
Yeah, that was like the
and I was like,
weirdest
Taylor, what
shit.
the heck are you watching? And you're like, I don't know, but I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes. Like, nope, done with this one. But I think, like Squid Girl was one that I really got into. I like that one a lot. But because this was like after Attack on Titan was like done, because I remember everybody was talking about that show, and I'm like, all right, because I thought it was like a Gundam, like a
and then,
mecha show.
Yeah, and then everyone was talking about it, and then everyone in my store started wearing the stupid Scout Brigade jackets. I'm like, what a nerd. What nerds?
Yep.
What?
No. I remember like when that blew up, like everybody was talking about Attack on Titan. There must. I mean, I'd be curious to see, like, go back through the archives and just see, like, okay, what anime came out when, and like see if I synced up with any of those shows. Because for me, it was I wanted the slice of life, like the cutesy ones, you know. But they're really back then. I don't know if
we had a lot of them actually, but most of them were freaking harems, which aren't that good. Anywho, we've been talking a lot on the podcast about, just talking for a long time, and we went on an anime tangent.
Anime binge.
Let us end this here.
Yeah.
We'll go talk about anime after the show ends.
the post show.
Post show.
Yep.
But yeah, if you liked what you listened to, what you watched, if you're watching later on YouTube, be sure to give us a like, comment, please subscribe, helps us out. If you want to listen on the go, we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, we're everywhere. And yeah, if you want to watch us stream games, we're also on Twitch. And if you're not watching on Twitch right now, search LSG Live. Well, that's us. And yeah, we'll be back not next Sunday because that's PSX in 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. at 1 p.m. on Sunday. See you guys. Hope you have a great PSX.
Bye.